Saturday night, June 6th, the date to remember when All-Star Wrestling will appear in Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center, and Pedro Morales sends word out he will be ready to defend the Intercontinental title against Killer Khan. Mr. Khan, of course, notwithstanding his own merit, recently breaking the foot, the leg, or the ankle, whatever it was, of Andre the Giant, put him out of commission for a while. Hopes to do the same to Pedro Morales on his way to becoming the Intercontinental Heavyweight title holder. And from there, ladies and gentlemen, Pat Patterson, donning the tights, his opposition, King Kong Mosca. Notwithstanding what could very well be the changing of the guard in Baltimore, so to speak, there's no doubt that Bob Backlund has proven himself to be one of the great World Wrestling Federation title holders. But you wonder just what it will take to successfully defend the title against someone like the Animal, George the Animal Steele. Well, here now to discuss that with us, the champion himself, Mr. Bob Backlund. Bob, we'd like to get your comments concerning this title match.
Well, Vince, you know, it's been a long road. It's been 3.5 years since an enjoyable road, but it's been a long road and a lot of tough people that I've wrestled against, and I've come out pretty good in most of the matches that I've wrestled in Baltimore. But, gee, in this upcoming match, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't even think George the Animal Steele knows. The Lord is the only one probably that knows what's going to happen into that middle of that ring in Baltimore. But I'm going to be ready, and I'm ready for just about any kind of thing that George the Animal Steele could pull in that ring. Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire, and I may have to be a little bit of an animal when I get into that ring. And but if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do, Vince. I want to remain being the champion, and I surely don't want to let George the Animal Steele walk out of that ring with the World Wrestling Federation title around his waist, and having all the young people out there, the young kids that look up to the champion, saying that I want to be like George the Animal Steele.
It would be undoubtedly one of the darkest days in wrestling history should George Steele become title holder, but stranger things than that have happened, Bob. I know it's a lot of responsibility to carry on your shoulders.
Well, you know, anything is possible, and he's definitely capable of beating anybody in professional wrestling, but I'm going to go in there and give it all I can to defeat this man.
Thank you very much, Bob Backlund, and his comments concerning the main event at the Capitol Center, rather in Baltimore. Now our guest will be Freddie Blassie, and Freddie Blassie, the busiest man in Baltimore these days, no doubt of it.
McMahon, the odds are steadily going down and down and down for Lightning to strike twice. You know, Baltimore has been a jinx town for title holders. 3.5 years, I heard that interview that Pencil Neck Geek made, Bob Backlund. I heard you. 3.5 years, that's the first time in any of your interviews I've ever heard you make a comment of that kind. Been 3.5 years. So I know you're worried. Against George Steele, you've got all the reason in the world to be worried, because he's the most unpredictable wrestler in the world while being the most vicious. His flying hammerlock, as you know, has destroyed many men's shoulders and arms. And now, here's Killer Khan, the man that's going to take the first title from Pedro Morales, that Intercontinental title. Going to give it to me. I guarantee I'm going to have titles from here up to here. Killer Khan, the man that can easily...
Do you feel Mr. Khan will attempt to do this in the same manner in which he broke Andre?
The same way. This Pencil Neck Geek's legs, Pedro Morales I'm talking about, is not near as strong as Andre the Giant's. And I guarantee neither is his neck. And now here comes the next world champion, George the Animal Steele, the unpredictable George the Animal Steele, the man with the most vicious hold in the world.
Mr. Steele, if we could ask you one question, what type of champion do you feel you would make?
Daddy-o! We're crippling people now. Andre the Giant is on crutches, and Bobby Backlund will be on crutches with his arm in a sling. Now it's crippling. Don't worry about championships. I don't care about them. Blassie takes care of that. I just maim people like Backlund. Baltimore has a history for dying champions. It's a graveyard for champions, and we're going to have pallbearers for Backlund.
Comments of George the Animal Steele concerning the upcoming main event. June 6th, it'll be George Steele against Bob Backlund.